Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is Crusader Kings 3. And in this particular series we are focusing on the Northern Lord's Flavour pack and what it all brings to the table. And therefore in the last episode we focused on the ability or option to dismantle the papacy. And hence we conquered some lands down here in Italy. But in this episode we are going to look northward. Up in here in Norway, because this man is currently, well not this man, well actually this man as well. This man is fighting against one of his vassals for an independence revolt. And this guy is about to win, and he is an Azatru Norse, so if he wins, that's very good. It will be an easy war to take the whole side of the Norwegian coast, because of course, as you can see from this overview, Upland, and its holy site and our Azatru faith, is currently being overrun by the Ukonesko king over here, who apparently got this title here by swearing fealty. I don't really know how you do that, but maybe a bug because we switch between versions within the save. But yeah, we kind of want this area. We might want this coast, because then, of course, we will have three holy sites. The one of Jorvik, which we have, of course, proudly now Norse as well, and we are going to tell these Norwegian people that are also here in my realm, that, well, they should actually protect our faith. I see a severe lack of defending our faith, and thus we're going to fight ourselves for some territory in Norway to have a staging ground. But this guy is currently fighting already a war. Maybe if that unifies, it might be easier to fight a single war against this person that is winning. Their Moonses are just fighting each other, apparently, it seems. Yeah, now that they no longer have a strong Moonzo in the lead, they are fighting among themselves. Well, I guess the Moonzos are going to have, well, a new, true Norseman come and tell them who is the better Viking. So that's going to be us, of course. We're going to declare this war. I just simply want some terrain. I mean, it's just a decent amount of troops, but hey, we could also make it too easy. I don't know. I think we can handle this. This is just fine. And basically, we're going to lay the groundwork here for more or less the region here. Yeah, sorry, I was looking for the word. But the Empire of the North Sea, which includes Denmark, Norway, and England, but I can't make it anymore, as you can see, because we made the Kingdom of the Man and the Isles. And then we formed that into the Empire of the Man and the Isles, which normally isn't an option in the Northern Lord's Flavour pack. Only Kingdom is a special option, as well as the Empire of the North Sea. But hey, if we can't make that anymore, it doesn't mean that we can't conquer the lands and become the hero of the Azatru faith, the true Norse people, which A, our culture is called, and B, all these Norwegian, Danish, Swedish people, they are all deviants from the true self. So, hence, we're going to, well, tell them what it is. Okay, apparently lost a favor on this guy from Mesvarit. I still have his wife in prison, it should be fine. And my son is still in power, so that's all fine. You join, okay, 3,600 people, we can handle that, basically. You know what, first let's get rid of the young Vikings. It's kind of weird to me to tell you that it's the young Vikings, but it are truly the young Viking pirates, and or at least that's what the, I want to say the levy is called, but the levy is a levy. Retinue? Let's call it that one. It's called the Young Viking Pirates. But Young Vikings are a holy order for our faith, so it's kind of weird that we have Young Vikings ourselves, but okay, I guess. Making all weird kind of noises apparently with my mouth in order to convey this. And please, Paradox, Control, Alt, Shift, something. Make me able to select. Hey, they have several armies here. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Make me have a way to select all my champions, knights, whatever they are called, with one click of a button. I was told you could do that, but when I use those buttons, Alt, Control, or Shift, nothing happens. I have to do it one by one by one by one. Why? Why, oh why? And why, by the way, now that we're just waiting until we're moving some troops, does Windows auto change the volume of your microphone? Really, I had that happen again. Like, seriously. Now, I've looked it up, and apparently Steam can do that, but I don't automatically start Steam up when I start up my computer. I'm gonna have to rework this a few times. There might be some more of these, well, if you didn't realize yet, after-action reports, because microphone settings, they are quite important for people that record their voice for the entertainment of others. And I don't like it when all of a sudden my microphone volume goes from 70 to 100. And my microphone recording sounds like I am trying out a new death metal genre. Like, really. Not cool. Windows, not cool. So, we did this battle. It's very good that actually I got everyone there because, well, they were at least divided in 3 parts, so that's fine. That makes it a little easier. But yeah, we had that big penalty for recently disembarked being a -30, and that is a hefty penalty indeed. As you could see in the battle a few moments ago. But yeah, I was complaining about Windows and about not being able to select armies the way I want to. Because god darn it, everybody has to listen to me, I guess. No, that's ridiculous. That's why I'm putting it that way. That was sarcasm if you didn't taste that. But alright. Nice little battle. Already some war score, 11%. We're going to keep the armies together. I think that will be fine. Yeah, and this is my boy dying, and that's why my heir has been landed, which of course I don't particularly like. You have Latinum. I'm just looking here if they actually have claims on Spoleto, on the lands that my eldest son got, but it doesn't seem like it. They got no claims on Spoleto or Hungria. Yeah, except of course his heir, because he ruled it for a moment because, well, his father had to abdicate, and then he had to abdicate to his father. But apparently, his brothers don't have a claim on those 2 duchies, which I'm kind of surprised about, because they should be in line for it. No, well. Let me see if we can ransom somebody very nice. Because, hey, that is perhaps the coolest thing that I like about one of the new legacies that have been added with Norse Flavour Pack. The ability not only just to ransom for gold, but you gain prestige as well. And seeing prestige is used for a lot of causes belli, this is a way on which you can constantly wage war. And, well, heck, that is pretty good. Also, of course, our faith, which I look here for a moment, it's a 5,400 to convert. We also have a way to gain a lot of piety by just killing people, which I have done, which is why some of those people that you saw in my prison are rivals. So actually, because of that legacy and our blotting technique, there's a lot of ways to gain piety or prestige, which means you can keep on conquering as a Norse person over and over and over. Certainly if you are a player character, because I don't think the computer is that. At least it doesn't seem that going crazy with killing prisoners for piety. But hey, we can do it, so let's make use of that mechanic. And still, it feels more dynamic than CK2, but that might be because CK3 in general was already more dynamic. And this was the boy that was to inherit, this boy is a bastard, so he can't inherit. So now her inheritor is this lady who was also on the throne already. He's frankly still a gosh darn mess. Hey, this lady is intelligent. Parents are both quick. So this lady is intelligent. Amazing. As my ramble, as my ramble got me distracted for missing this fight. Send in the other troops because we're about to lose it. Boom. But then all of a sudden, there come the reinforcement. Also, they are sending in quite a few though. But we already, we were already in the phase of pursuit and killing them. And now we have trashed them even more. I guess I'm going to unite the army here before they do that again. Because I don't want to have too many losses due to surprise attacks. And we'll chase them down to wherever they go. Because I suspect if I mean, it's 31% right down the war score. I don't think that we're going to have the end of the war with this particular siege. So they're probably going to go into Germany or what have you not. Somewhere far away. Hey, insightful thinker. Or I thought actually that was a 3-star. That's a 2-star. Okay, well, luckily it's not the heir, right? Concubine child. Okay, marriage here. Of Mercia. She has a child already, but there's a link to Mercia, which is pretty good. And this child isn't... Actually, it's from our dynasty as well. It's kind of funny. But yeah, she is still within the ripe old age of fertility, which I think ends in CK3 around the 40, 40... 2 maybe? I think I saw in one of my offline game a lady of 40 or 41 still getting a child. So I wouldn't be surprised if at 40 it is impossible to impregnate them, but that they still can have the pregnancy happening a little longer or something like that. Somewhere around that number is the cutoff period where they say, oh wow, she's dead and her 2 sons have been killed in the same battle? Yes, they have. Wow. We are trimming the Munzo tree quite a bit with this war. If only you would have surrendered immediately to the true Norse Empire. In fact, the only Azatru Empire, I might add, because everything else here are kings. You couldn't hold on to your kingdom. Move aside. Oh, we capture him. Well, let's just get peace because he can't pay for his ransom anyways. Save us a long trip and voila, we have ourselves a foothold in Norway. Excellent. So we can move this little banner up in here. Up in here, up in here. That's gonna make me lose my mind. Oh. How did you lose that war? You were 80% in favor. And this guy isn't dethroned. And he's still in a war with... maybe a direct attack is now... well, it's needed anyways because he's still part of it. We could also just declare... wait a second, he's about to lose this war. I mean, I could go for the whole war, but that would cost me more piety than is needed if he's about to lose that county. At first I thought it was a good idea, but maybe I should have attacked him first. Be in the way of the one that's attacking him and then preventing actually the... whatever, it doesn't really matter. Matter. It doesn't really matter. We will get it someday anyways. Arrogant. Yeah, sure, I guess. Alright, well, if that is a thing, I guess we're just gonna wait until that war is finished, because then he should have just one county, which would make the war easier, and this is just... okay, this is not the battle where we trimmed the Munzo tree line a bit. Oh, and we can feudalize this. Yes! We, the true Norse people, are bringing civilization to the Norwegian coast. These Norwegian deviants, that's the word I was looking for, deviating from the true culture. We will bring them culture. We will bring them civilization. We will be the leaders of the Azatru. Long live man in the Isles. And Emperor Bergfor Reffelson. I don't need to look that up. I know what it is. Alright, so let's go to war. That should be more than enough. In fact, he only seems to have 400 troops. I think that should be enough. And I can't stand down this army because, of course, there is a hostile army nearby. Because really, they're gonna stop me like with 500 men next door shouting, "Hey, you can't disband here. We are near you. You can't really do that." Then on the other hand, I understand it in totally sense of the balance. Don't get me wrong. Balance-wise, yes. It's just a little funky sometimes. But hey, it would also be incredibly complicated if they said, you can disband an army if its size is 3 times less than your army, or some really weird rule like that. That's going to confuse everybody. Hey, this war has slipped. Oh, it's now Estonia. It's no longer a Finno. Apparently, Finland has broken up into Finland. This is a great way to capture you. We'll see what we can do with you. I mean, I could revoke the title, but even if I put my son now in power, he is Norse, the rest is Franconian or other German culture, but I think mainly Franconian. They're not going to accept him anyway, so I don't think in the end this is a wise idea. I will keep it in mind. I might just let her out for a ransom. And then, or for a favor, and then change things around. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't think that my son is strong enough. I mean, we could give the kingdom then to his other grandson. I would just wish they would give their handsome trait and intelligent trait to their children, not have one being quick and one being whatever that trait is, the one below handsome. Unfortunately, no such luck, but alright. Anyways, I think I will probably release her later and then change her contract, though I know that also might actually not work out, I'm just realizing. Because the problem is, if somebody else comes to the throne, and they had a different contract with their vassal lord, they take their contract to you. And I think that's also something that they really ought to have a change to. If somebody, like if Germany, sorry, East Francia, goes again in, what is this? You have a claim on my territory? Hold on, is that true? I will not give you land that I own. Excuse me, no. But yes, I guess you have claims on it. Okay. Still not gonna give you anything. Ooh, valuable hostage also captured, but yeah, apparently she has claims on it. We're not gonna give it because, hey, that is imperial lands. What I wanted to say before I got off on another tangent is that when somebody in East Francia now gains the East Frankian throne, and they had a vassal contract with their liege lord, the Queen of East Francia, that was low taxes, low levies, and they become my vassal as becoming the new king or queen of East Francia, then voila, all the things will once again have their old contract. And I think that really shouldn't be fair. I think there should be, okay, you are my new vassal, I understand this. The laws allow you to go and fight for your title, but now that you have to talk to me instead of I to you, I don't know, make it an event with based on diplomacy. If my diplomacy or stewardship is higher, then it's about the old contract. And here I'm looking actually if this guy would vassalize to us. We could get it, I think, the military restraint to a +20 and the opinion to a +20. And base reluctance, we could get +25 if we go into the right life opinion, but that would get a 0, and I'm not sure with a 0 if they would vassalize or if that is actually when they still would not vassalize. Somebody might want to tell me that in the comments before I go for something like that. And no, we do not want to get an alliance with Estonia, I think. As we are looking around for my daughter, he is a king, but Bjarma land, that's not something I expect also to give us a lot of bonuses. Oh, sorry, a little yawn there. As I'm recording this a little late, but I do want to have this episode ready for you guys on Monday. Yes, it is a hobby, and still I feel compelled to bring you videos on schedule. It is I am a man that is a man of my word, a man of honor, if you will. Doesn't always work out in this modern world, I can tell you, but I'm gonna try. Let's see. Jutta, you have changed a bit. You are Norse, but you are Danish. But you are not something I would want to marry my daughter to. How the heck you don't have that bad trait? Well, you are both famished and you're hideous. That really doesn't have probably. That makes his cheeks even more full in. But yeah, there is Danish and Norse here. And it seems like the Jutta have had a split down the Norse-Danish side, because this guy who's independent is Norse and his children are Norse. This, yeah, also Norse. And that's Pomerania, and Pomerania is also Zatru Norse. So I guess there is a split. I wonder who is going to go out on top of that, because I wouldn't mind if that would be Norse instead of Danish. In fact, I see some Norse territory being under the rule of the Danish, and this man would also come out to a 0, I think, because I think differences in your military strength would come up to a +20. Well, actually, it says max +20. I think opinion is also max +20. So I don't think we can even get it, because that also would bring it to a 0 if we get this, the true ruler, because that's an offer vassalization acceptance +25, but maybe 0 is exactly good. I don't know. I may, if somebody else can tell me in the comments, I would know if it would be worthy to have a diplomatic mission to them, or perhaps send cash, of course. I mean, money talks, they say. But yeah, you're in this war now with Estonia instead of with Finland. Wow, we went off on a tangent. What is icon? That's not going to help, because our fervor is 100%. But most of the things that we want to convert is also at 100%, because we have been conquering them and they are under pressure. No, I don't want that. I want this one. Yep, thank you very much. I probably waged the wrong war here. Didn't I just click on the High Chiefdom? I think I just lost 750 prestige. Doesn't really matter, we have more than enough prestige anyways, but I think I'm going to fight for a duchy of one county. Oopsie daisy. Anyways, yeah, always go here for getting a favor hook on you, at least in this particular governmental form, because my goatee is not landed, and she's already on the council. She's not gonna do anything against me with that particular hook. And it's 300 lifestyle experience, and the other one is plus 50 or something? So it's a ×6 increase for a no penalty if your goatee is not landed. If it was landed, they could start talking about taxes and what have you not. But and you can, they won't say like, hey, I want to be on the council, because they're already my goatee, so they're already on the council. Thank you for the 300 free lifestyle experience points, is what I'm going to say. And once again, of course, I'm going to do the tedious things of clicking on each of these champions by scrolling down and clicking on all these jarls and princes and champions that I have at my court to get them into the freaking right army. It's almost as much as a mantra as I always say, then don't land your first son. And before you say, hey, you've landed your first son, I saw you just having 2 duchies, that's by accident. I landed my other sons. They either died or got deposed. I think. That's how he got hold both claims. Maybe they both died, huh? But yeah, that's why that is. No, send at least, no, not through there. No, not through there. There, and then there, thank you. We want to have several sieges going on immediately. Why? Because we can. But we want to keep some armies together, and certainly because in these troops there are no great warriors, if you will. But we'll multi-siege some lands here, as we send the better trained army up to the north in order to take the land that we want to take. And he has called in some allies, like this one and this one. 3,000 troops, and the other had about 4,000 troops, so that is somewhat significant, but I assume that I will be able to outmaneuver them. If not, we could see at the beginning of this war that our financial situation is much, much better. And I believe that if you're bankrupt, that's the word I was looking for. If you have negative income right now and have no reserves, armies do fight worse for you. I think that is a penalty. But let's take the 250 piety here, because we do want to reform the faith. Of course, this is never going to be enough at the moment. If we just want to reform the faith right now, it will cost 5,400 piety, if I recall. But that is without having the ability of a proliferizer. I never know how to pronounce that properly. It's not proliferizer. I just know I always mispronounce it. But anyways, though, the lifestyle perk that gets you a discount of minus 50% for adopting a new religion or reforming a religion. Oh, hey, hello. You have at least 2 good traits. But Grandpapa is a little bit busy in this war, so I'm just going to say, nice for you, daughter, and gonna go off on a different... I don't want to move you. Going to go and focus on different things. You guys are just going to... No, you're not going to stay in the water, because apparently these raiders are going to go like, hey, is there a big army there? There must be a lot of loot. Let's go in right into that army. No, you're nuts. AI, there is an army. You are... Hey, ho, whoa. 4,000 plus 1,000. That's a 5,000 troops. Probably have better trained troops than we have. Which you can see of the 1 pip, and they have 2 pips at least. And probably that is with 3 pips armies, retinades in there, because... Or their champions. They're not attacking? Okay. Because that dilutes the pip value. The pip score, I think I should say in this case, not value. But yeah, let's move this army around. That is at least a well-trained man. And let's just continue with the sieges here, I guess. Because why in the heck not? There we go. We got 2 of them going. We got the Vestfold, and we've got... You know what? I'm not going to try. Never mind. We got 2 provinces. Pelamork. Pelamork? Something like that. I said I wouldn't try, and then I still try. I don't know why I apparently am dedicated to butchering names just because I want to try and pronounce it. Oh, it's also funny when I once was just the viewer on the other side and people were fighting in Germany or in the Netherlands or in Belgium or in areas and they're like, dude, that's not how you pronounce that. Like, seriously. And now I'm playing in regions where I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm like, yeah, that's really logical, actually. Why was I complaining? I mean, who knows that Breda is pronounced as Breda and not as Breda or something like that. Or Utrecht is not a very... that's not an important event. Ooh, this one is, however, athletics. Yes, thank you very much. Always go for athletics. Health boost. And if you work off sweat, you can get a little laps around the court. You will just have a little bit of stinky -5 AP into all the court race. That's not that bad. This is really good. This is one of the best stress relievers. What's going on tangent? The names are weird. And everything will be fine. Here, sure, you check that. Hey. The Vestavold is no longer us. And this is also no longer Norwegian Azatru. Okay. I guess he was part of a populist revolt wherein these provinces that we were sieging was part of, which is why they split it off despite not being sieged by that peasant rebellion. That's also, he has 4 provinces in very weird locations, but anyways, let's just focus on destroying this army, because this is probably one of the major forces that we are going to face. Considering the AI is very keen on bunging up. Bunging up? Of having their armies together. Let's just... Oh, from -6 to +26. That's really good. Disembark penalty? Okay, I'm fine with that. Recently disembarked. Anyways, yeah, they tend to group up. Let's use that word, because that I know is at least correct. This army will probably just go up north here. How's the war doing? Let me see here. Plus 36% is only +4 from holding war target. And there is no additional area, right? Yeah, because I was an idiot and... I actually did the wrong calls as Belli, but hey, once again, we have enough prestige. It's fine, but I can't continue sieging the lands because, well, we don't have that much sieged anymore because of that rebellion. Undoing our sieges. No. No, you both failed to impress me. I guess I'm gonna have to go look for a courtier that is within my court already. That is a decent learning to do. You have 13 as a goatee. Maybe we have something more. Check, 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 double check, check, check. 18, there we go. And a concubine as well. Well, why not make a concubine happier with me by giving her the court physician position? Now, let's just do no more than necessary. And voila, she gains actually the physician trait, which is awesome. She has the learning for it, but she didn't have it yet. But indeed, if someone is unskilled, I would advise always go for the safe option. Then it's just a learning-based trick. If you go for something... Wow, plus 63 at the moment. You guys are so dead. Yeah, you with all your forces. You know what? I want piety, and I don't care who's getting angry with me. Bye-bye. Death. In fact, if I had that guy in my prison, it would not actually help the war score, because it's not one of the Munzos that I'm actually attacking. So, you know what? Just gain some piety. Who knows? Just a crazy thought. I'm getting out of here, by the way, because that is super attrition, as I call it. Though I think actually it is like dwindling supplies, low supplies, and no supplies or something that the names are that's used for it. Like this army that's running down here, which we definitely should follow, where we have low supplies. Being that red sack and that brown sack being the dwindling supplies. At least that's what I will call them right now. But yeah, there you go. We'll capture you. You're going to go down. Plus 24, 21. It's fine. We're smoked the entire stack. And hey, we captured you. Fresh Lord High of the High Chiefdom of whatever that is. Gimzyoka or something. We have captured you. And as per we killed, I think, your grandfather. So, hey, you got a promotion and you got yourself a nice holiday in the wonderful empire of Man in the Isles, where only the manliest of man live, the ruler of the Isle of Man and Man in the Isles, the emperor. But yeah, oh girl, I don't want to suffer super attrition or... Look, I'm just gonna call it super attrition all the time. You're just gonna have to live with that. Oh, you actually overcame being sickly. Yeah, let's... 5,000 here. I always forget. I think the province next to it will be fine, but I only see one stack being no longer in super attrition, so I'm just going to move the other stack to another province. Oh, I need to split these two as well. It is the only enemy that we have. Attrition. No one else can come close. Only death is a worthy opponent to the Norse Vikings of the Man and the Isles Empire. I think I've gone crazy. I think I've totally gone wacko. Hey, no longer ill. Thank you. Did not want to die. Oh, hey, you became independent. Welcome, welcome, independence. Only for me to take your lands away. I'm fine with that because, hey, the episode is also getting at the end there. And this secures us, after, of course, we bring civilization here, the last holy site that we need in order to transform the faith. So you know what that means for the next episode. And yeah, for now we can hold on to it. But yeah, I will play until I have the additional lifestyle trait. So that we can click on this button without it costing that much. And so that we can getting a few interesting little reforms in between there. But until that time, I am quite happy with the outcome. And let me know in the comments if a 0 acceptance for vassalization works. And then we'll have to see when we can attack this guy again. But for now, I say I thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty. And you remember that well, you little rebel. I will get you next time.